Okay, so I promised that I would speak about Stinky. This is a little stink bug. A lot of you don't like them. A lot of you have said to me, why do you keep posting about the stink bug? And, you know, stink bugs have been around for a while, and I know they're not actually indigenous to this country, and it's probably not a good thing they're here on the practical level. But I have to just say that sometimes the earth may feel like it's probably not a good idea that human beings are here. You know, the earth is kind of like, I don't know. You know, we've been taking care of human beings for a long time, and I'm not sure how they're showing up. But anyway, the fact is, we're here, it looks like, at least for a while longer. And stink bugs are definitely here for a while, too. They're here. It looks like they're here to stay in the U.S. And I never had a thing for stink bugs before. It was never a totem of mine until about 2.5 years ago. And 2.5 years ago, as Nicholas and I set sail in the RV in the Majestic to go back out into the world after Brad had passed. Many of you know my late husband Brad, my soulmate. That he passed in August 2nd of 3.5 years ago. And so as I set sail about a couple of years later after that to go out in the world and to go do breath work and to rebirth myself and to just go on a vision quest, really, and to work with people around the country, there was a stink bug in the RV. And this stink bug literally forced itself into the RV, meaning that I would try to take it outside and literally watch him fly back in. He would be hanging on the screen. I would thump him off. He'd come back. I can't tell you how many times I tried to get rid of this stink bug. You might say, well, there was more than one. There wasn't. There was one stink bug in this RV. And he traveled all over the United States with us. He went to all the workshops. He didn't go into the workshops. He stayed in the RV. But I just started thinking, like, why is it he's so insistent? He'd follow me around, it seemed, fly into my hair, would come sit on my seat, would sit on the dashboard. And one day I just decided this stink bug is another totem of mine right now. And he started causing me to laugh a lot because of the places he would show up and some of the tricks he would do. And he just seemed to be affectionate towards me. And at one point I just thought, there's a little bit of Brad in this stink bug. Now when I would see the black butterfly, I would go say, oh, hi, Brad, because that was one of his totems. Or I'd see the hummingbird and I'd go, hi, Brad. And definitely when I would see the red-tailed hawk. But I thought, you know, Brad had a great sense of humor. He had a wonderful sense of shadow humor. And there's reasons why I called him Stinky sometimes in my life. And so I started calling this stink bug Brad, or one of his part of his energy, and calling him his stinky side. So this is going to sound weird, but it's true. Not only did Stinky travel all over the United States with us, but when we flew out to Bali, when I opened my suitcase last year and I got to Bali, he was in my suitcase. Just one. He was in my suitcase, and I actually let him go into the room there. When we came back from Bali, he climbed out of my suitcase. He's climbed out of my purse. No, my house is not overridden with stink bugs. And at different times when we've been watching movies on TV at night, when there was a part that was really important, he would land on the screen, and I'd say, oh my God. It was like, this is important. Pay attention to this particular part of the movie. So he shows up at serious times. He shows up at humorous times. And I really, with all my heart, believe that he shows up to remind me to laugh. And he shows up, or he's sitting on my wolf ring now. He shows up to remind me that Spirit speaks to us in a lot of different ways, even through the tiniest creature, stink bug.